What's up? It's Gene, your coach, your motivator, your impact storyteller. This is inGENEious Motivation, and I'm here to help you to believe that you're worthy to be great. What I want to talk to you guys about today is confidence. Because I realize that when you have confidence, people will respect you more. There's nothing worse than being an individual that lacks confidence. Because when you lack confidence in yourself, people take advantage of you. They want to run you over. They don't show you the respect that you truly deserve. But one thing I learned is this, is that when you believe that you're worthy to be great and you have a worthy mindset, people will respect your confidence. So this week I went to this high school, right? And I decided to, sub for this teacher. And when I got to the classroom, she was still there. So her and I get in a conversation, and she started telling me how her students are not respectful and they don't listen, on and on and on. And if I have a hard time, go get the teacher across the hall. So I looked at her, I said, ma'am, out of due respect, your students are not going to be that way with me. And so she looked at me and she said, well, you seem like you have all the power or something like that. It seemed, I guess she got a little offended about the way I approached it. And I said, ma'am, I'm going to just be honest with you. I'm not going to put up with that. That's not going to happen with me with your students, right? So she walks out of the classroom. She says sarcastically to me, oh, you got all the power, something. And I was like, well, whatever. So I get in the classroom, right? The first class comes in. Now, one thing that was written on the board is the students were supposed to take their cell phones and put them on the patches, these little patches thing they have on the wall. So, of course, the students come in. They have been groomed to not be respectful. They have got to the point that they're confident that they don't have to listen to any adults. So the students come into the classroom. They don't put their cell phones on the pouches in the wall. Now, before that toilet bell rings, I don't say anything to the classes because the way I see it, that is not my time, right? But as soon as that toilet bell rings, now you're on my time. This is my time. I have to manage the class. I am the teacher in the classroom. So I stand up in front of the class and I say, you know what? One thing I learned is this, is that students have a hard time respecting themselves because they probably don't even respect their teacher. You know what I'm saying? But today, many of y'all don't know who I am, but I'm Mr. Mosley. I am known as one of the strictest subs in Denton. So we're going to have a conversation about respect. So I tell them a little bit about my background, and I say, I'm going to respect you all, you respect me. Do anybody have a problem with that, or do everybody understand that? And they say, yes, sir. I say, it's obvious y'all don't understand that because on the board, it told you to put your cell phone in the patches in the wall. Now, you have two things you need to do. Before I call all the names on this tennis sheet, you better have your cell phone in that pouch in the wall, and you better be in your assigned seat, or I'm going to kick your butt straight up out the classroom, right? So all the students got up as I'm calling the name on attendance. They sit down, they're in their assigned seats, they keep their mouth closed. I did this for every class that came in there that day, right? All 4 classes. So the last class, which was considered the worst class by the teacher, they sit there the whole time, they do their work there in silence. So in the last 10 minutes of class, I decided to take the opportunity to find out why that class was having so many issues. So the students started telling me that the teacher, they was complaining about the teacher this, the teacher that. They was going on and on and on. And then they started to snitch on each other. They started talking about how this student is more disrespectful, this student is too loud. And then I said to the whole class, well, today, all of you all was silent. I didn't have no issues. And then one young lady raised her hand and said, let me tell you why. She raised her hand. She said, it's because you are scary. I was like, I'm scared. And then another student raised her hand. I said, what's up? She said, you're intimidating. And so then another student, this guy said, sir, you're not scary. You're not intimidating. What you are is extremely confident. And because you're extremely confident, we automatically respect you. You see, if our teacher was as confident as you are, we will respect her the same way. So I asked the class, I say, if your teacher was more confident, raise your hand. Would you respect them more? And all the students raised their hand. Why? Because people respect confidence. And there's many of you all out there, you're not confident. You're not confident going after your dream. That's why people talk you out of it. You're not confident when you're in a position where you can actually your dream become a reality. And because you're not confident, people are not respecting you. And if you want to get to the point that you believe that you're worthy to be great, if you want to develop a worthy mindset, you must be confident within yourself. So how do you develop confidence? You develop confidence by doing the things that you're afraid of. You see, if you have a fear of public speaking, you can join a Toastmaster club. If you have a fear of people not buying a book, you can start writing that book and publish that book. Whatever it is that you're afraid of doing, that is where your greatest confidence will lie. So I want to encourage you, if you want people to respect you, if you want to really respect yourself, you have to develop the confidence and the belief in yourself that whatever it is that you want to do in this world can become a reality. But if you do not develop confidence, if you don't develop the belief that you're worthy to be great, people will never respect you because you are not confident. Hey, I want to ask you guys to join my new newsletter, You're Worthy to Be Great newsletter. And what I'll be doing with this newsletter is helping you to develop a worthy mindset. You see, your confidence to take action always starts with you feeling good enough. It always started with you starting to develop your self-worth. Because when you start to develop the self-worth within yourself, that you're worthy to be great in anything you want to take on in life, then you start to develop that confidence that will allow you to make your dreams to become a reality. And I'll also be sharing with you guys storytelling tips that you can use so you can use your personal stories to impact people's lives. Always remember that you are worthy to be great, but in order for you to develop a worthy mindset, you must develop confidence in yourself because people will respect your confidence. Peace.